Welcome, beloved. This is part 7 of the Octagon Completion series, a sequence of transmissions exploring the late degree lunar cycle that has been clearing multi-dimensional collective and individual distortion while restoring the original divine blueprint. Each episode, we walk one gate of this purification spiral through earth, through body, through soul, paying attention to what has and still is being reshaped beneath the surface. Today, we enter the gate of Aquarius. I will be working with the in-between tarot to illuminate the threshold energy of this passage, as well as the Mother Lady Isis Oracle for a final integration message. Episode 7, Annual Solar Eclipse at 20 degrees new moon in Aquarius. This was the moment of collective identity reset with the removal of the masks. This eclipse was not about reinvention, it was about exposure. Late degree Aquarius does not gently ask who you want to be. Aquarians, in general, don't tend to be very gentle when they speak their truth. Yet, in this late degree, it reveals who you've been pretending to be and removes the mask without asking. So, individually and collectively, the identity was reset. And because this is a new moon, this isn't just about something ending, it's also about something beginning. New moons plant seeds in the dark. So eclipse new moons plant seeds that we don't consciously necessarily choose, but deeply need. So the mask that has fallen off is not for collapse. It fell to make space for your truer identity to take root. Not personal branding, not aesthetic shifts, not a new storyline, a stripping of falsity so that what is real could be seeded or released or grown or just illuminated. And on top of this intensity, this eclipse did not land in isolation or quiet, as new moons generally do. We are now in the fire horse year. And fire horse does not tolerate stagnation. It does not wait politely for alignment. It moves. It burns through hesitation. It exposes what is performance. It demands instinct and integrity over image. So when the masks fell during this Aquarian new moon solar eclipse, it did not go quietly. It fell under fire. And the fire energy does not ask for slow and steady adjustment. It asks for embodied truth now. Not later, now. And then a few days after this new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, we have the Neptune and Saturn at 0 degrees conjunction. And my previous episode dives deeper into that. The link for the playlist is in the description of this video. Coming back to this energy at the Gaia level, on the level of Earth, this was social atmosphere correction. It is absolutely poignant that the revelation of the deep corruption of systems is being revealed on a massive scale at this time. Systems built on artificial coherence have begun to crumble. Structures dependent on agreement rather than truth have destabilized. Aquarius governs the collective field. Aquarius energy is about the power of mind, the power of human connection through coordinated cooperation. And so the field of Gaia, the field of Earth, could no longer sustain fall resonance and received the mercy that it has been asking through this alignment. In the tarot, we see the Four of Cups between the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. And I find it really interesting in this card because of the way the image is drawn. There is a masculine and a feminine on this card facing away from each other, as there is a cup from the divine right above them that neither of them are able to see because they're looking away from each other. They get this sense of annoyance. And it is important to recognize and differentiate between what is yours and what is not, to be discerning on what is truly in your personal field versus what is in the collective field, pushing on your edges because it is so deeply saturated out there right now. Be mindful to not disconnect from the joy and beauty in life and in the people that you are still connected with, healthy relationships, that is, because you are going through a deep stripping of your own illusions. Now, in the human body, this has felt like agitation or relief or grief or a combination of it. All of you is valid. Roles that had once felt necessary now feel suffocating because you have outgrown them. Belonging built on performance is collapsing. So, of course, if you are pretending to be someone that you are not, you are going to feel like there's something off because it is not in alignment with your sovereign truth. In the tarot, we get the Five of Cups now. Between the Five and the Six of Cups, we see a progression of energy. This is good. We're in the heart space. That's where we need to process and feel our feelings, because if we don't, it will catch up to you and feel even more intense than if you just felt it at the beginning. This Five of Cups image now shows the masculine holding this cup pot above this woman's head as their child is on his shoulders, and this pot is cracked, but she's holding it, he's holding it. So it's almost this sense of wanting to hold on to those old feelings and emotions, even as it feels heavy, even as you are supported, because there is still a little bit of an attachment to the identity of grief. So are you allowing yourself to be witnessed in the real ease of those emotions? Or are you holding on because being free of that pain is so unfamiliar that it triggers you into staying there? At the great spirit level, spirit is asking for individuation, not rebellion, sovereignty. I have recently opened Sacred Sovereign monthly membership as a 3-month pilot to support us all with stabilizing our nervous system through this immense period of transformation. And for the first live transmission call, I speak deeply into what sovereignty is. The key line that is wanting to be voiced here in the now is sovereignty is about reclaiming your inner authority and not outsourcing your power. You cannot carry your illusions and delusions into this new now timeline. The frequency will literally not hold it. So authenticity is no longer aspirational. It is required. The tarot brings the Three of Swords between the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. And this is about looking at your heartbreak, looking at the experiences of disappointment, loss, betrayal, and more importantly, looking at your personal responsibility in that moment and making those internal decisions to change your ways of being forward. Forgiving yourself for quote unquote not knowing better. My honey, you probably did the best you could at that time. And if you didn't, okay. The guilt is real. It's time to let it go and let the pot of emotions break so that it can cleanse your soul. At a collective level, this is where groupthink fractures, where echo chambers lose power, where alignment replaces consensus. Truth-based being, truth-based engaging, truth-based experiencing, truth-based community, truth-based connection is now anchoring, not through image, through coherence. The tarot brings the Ace of Cups between the Ace and the Two of Cups, and that's that beautiful new emotional beginning where we are recognizing more and more the importance, the value, the necessity, the normalness of human connection, of being in the human experience. Now, we still have another eclipse new moon coming up after this one, and that's going to truly illuminate any emotions that are unresolved, but I'll dive into that in the next episode. Aquarius, again, at the final degree, does not ask who you want to be. It asks who remains when the mask falls. And with all the alignments, of course, this energy has felt fiery and intense and destabilizing. Again, remember, collapse is not failure. Collapse is restructuring. Mother Lady Isis brings the message of abundance of Sothis. Abundance in many forms is flowing to you now, beloved. Intend to receive it by deciding to do so in your heart right here, right now. Continue your good works of building channels through which abundance can be delivered through you, through your talents, love, wisdom, and self. If you have been through a time of restricted circumstance, materially, financially, socially, in terms of health or relationships, opportunities, fun, or friendship, this oracle indicates that the tide is turning and an upsurge of wealth, health, abundance, and so much more is aligned and on its way to you now. With your heart open and your many channels ready to receive this influx of abundance, plus your innate belief that you are worthy, you attract this support from the universe. Preparation is an important part of abundance in all forms, and you can enjoy your abundance to the fullest when there are containers ready for it to be held within. Those containers are practical ways for wealth and other forms of abundance, such as relationship, a great career, healthy relationships, and so on and so forth, are a part of your world. This oracle brings you a blessing of creative clarity, freedom from guilt, and alignment with greater receptivity. This eclipse was not gentle, it was precise. A new moon in Aquarius asks, what future are you actually aligned with? And an eclipse asks, are you willing to shed the version of yourself that cannot walk into that future that you are actually aligned with? And then Fire Horse ignites the individual will. So together they accelerate authority. And it's extremely important to be in awareness that even as the energy and the momentum feels fast and expansive and will continue to feel this way through the year, the practice is to remain steady in the nervous system so that you can truly thrive through this accelerated momentum in your life at this season of time. Thank you for walking this gate of the Octagon with me. If this season felt intense, disorienting, or deeply clarifying, know that you are not off path. You are in alignment. These passages are not here to undo us. They are here to restore what is true and sustainable. In our next transmission, we will step into the gate of Pisces, where the restoration completes in a new and deeper layer. Move gently, listen to your body, and stay close to what is real.